Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Brad and you're watching Firewood at the Furnace. Today what we've got going on is something a little different than I've done before. It's going to be trial and error, and I think you're probably going to see some mishaps today because I have to learn how to do this. I knew it was coming, but there's finally an order that I need to fulfill, and I'm going to have to figure out what the best way is to do what we're doing today. And what that is Ibc Tote delivery without the Ibc Totes. So you all know that I put my scraps and my cutoffs and my undesirables in Ibc Totes. Well, today I've got to dump 4 of them into the dump trailer and deliver them. So I'm going to have the skid loader out and we're going to figure out what the best way is to do this. So stick around. So I've also got a customer coming to pick up one of these Ibc Totes this morning. He should be here in just a few minutes, so I'm going to have to get the forks on the skid loader and get ready for him. But if you haven't been along with us on the channel for long and haven't seen how I keep my scraps, my cutoffs, the shorts, the cookies, just the undesirable, uglier pieces, this is what I do with them. I put them in these Ibc Totes and I set them aside, and customers who have boilers, outdoor wood boilers or large fire pits outside, and they don't really care what the wood looks like, they just want to have fires outdoors, I sell these at a cheaper price. So what I sell these for is $50 plus a $20 deposit on the tote. If they bring the tote back, they get their $20 back. But I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's a couple down here that I kind of ran out of room to put, so they're down here in the shade. So there's 2 or 3 more that are back here. So once we clear some room out, we'll move these up into the sun. But I'm really curious to see how I'm going to be able to dump these totes. I've seen people that strap the tote to the forks and then kind of dump them out, but those situations they have the front side of the tote cut out so that the wood can fall out. And that works well if you stack all the wood in there, but obviously mine sides are not cut out. So what I'm thinking is going to end up happening is I'm going to have to dump the tote on its side into the floor of the trailer and then somehow pick up the bottom of the tote and flip it over once more. So, like I said, it's probably going to be ugly. Hopefully we'll learn a little something and figure out the best way to do this. All right, so this is my buddy Frank. He's a returning customer, a good loyal customer. He's been buying from me since I started. He normally buys campfire bundles, but recently he purchased one of the Ibc Totes, and I guess it worked out well for him because he's back for another one. Worked out perfect. All right, so what I do is I walk him down here in the yard and I let him pick out which one he wants. Since it's not all pretty firewood, he can take a look and see what he likes, and we'll pick that one out and load it up for him. This is the oldest stuff here. This stuff over here in this row is pretty old as well. It all burned good. But some of them got some bigger stuff, some of them got some smaller stuff.
Try to stick with the smaller stuff.
Yeah. The second one right here?
Yeah, that one or that one. I think we'll go with that one.
This one right here.
Yep.
All right, we'll get the skid loader and get him loaded up. I can turn that around if you want. You sure? All right. Cool. Yep. I keep making these, and I haven't never really advertised them, but
Yeah.
all right, so here's the plan. Get in the skid loader, carry up a tote, set the tote in the back, tilt it till it falls over on its side, take the forks out, pick it up again from the bottom, and lift it completely upside down and remove the tote. Now all my IBC totes have wooden pallets as a base, as opposed to the metal ones that a lot of the IBC totes use. So I'm concerned that I may tear up the wooden pallet while I'm trying to do this. I'm hoping not, but I know that that's a possibility. Some of you are probably screaming at your phone or your television, whatever you're watching this video on right now, telling me how to do this correctly. Unfortunately, I can't hear you yet because you haven't seen this yet, so it's going to be a learning experience for me, and we'll see how it works out. I get these IBC totes for free. I don't want to destroy them, but if it happens to one in the beginning while I'm trying to learn, then it's just the cost of knowledge, I guess. So I'm going to go grab the first one, bring it up, and we'll see how this works. I did bust one slat off the bottom of the pallet. That fell off when I was initially dumping it onto its side. So I have to kind of finagle that a little bit differently next time. Instead of putting it on its side and kind of letting it rock, I think I'm just going to raise it up higher and kind of drop it all at once maybe. I was trying to finesse it there a little bit, go a little bit at a time, but I think that's what caused it to break, because once the pallet started to slide, the forks were only on the very end slat underneath, and it just wasn't strong enough to hold it. So now what I'm thinking about is, since I got to put 4 of these in here, once I get the next one in, I may have to push this forward. So I may have to switch out to the bucket and try to push it forward a little bit to give myself room for the 3rd or 4th tote. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a learning experience, so we'll see. So once again, I lost the bottom slat on the pallet. You could see it that time. So dropping it didn't work. So I don't really have any more ideas right now. Hopefully something will come to me. But one thing I did think about as I was bringing the second tote in is that instead of switching out to the bucket to push the wood forward, I could just use the loaded tote and kind of push everything forward as I go. So that seemed to work out good. We're learning. All right, by the fourth time, I think we're gonna have her. I did not break that pallet. I have learned to go higher and try to bring the forks straight up and out instead of backing out. It's a good load of wood here. It's gonna end up being every bit of a cord, 4 totes full. And it's less desirable wood, but some of it's a little junky, some of it's a little knotty, some of it's got some rot in it. But for an outdoor campfire pit, it'll burn really good. All right, I'm gonna try to duplicate what I did last time so you can see how to get the forks out. Gotta push the wood first. Running out of room to push it. All right. Try to do this gently again. Well, it's not going to lay completely on its side because of the wood piled up. Couple little pieces got stuck in there. Toss them in. piled up pretty high here. Might try to knock some of this down. That'll be good. So that's 4 totes of wood. Broke 2 pallets in the process in the beginning. Didn't break them to where they're not usable, but the purpose of this exercise was to learn, and I think we did. So now it's off to deliver. All right, we're all hooked up and loaded up, heading out for the delivery of this less desirable firewood. I've got a helper with me now.
Hey,
my main man Brady is in the truck. He just started the 7th grade. How's it going?
It's alright. It's not the best, but it's okay. Not bad.
All right, so he's back in school. We just picked him up and he's gonna ride with me on this delivery today. So we'll see you when we get there. There's the delivery for the day. Got to ride with my best buddy Brady today on the delivery.
Yep.
The wood is delivered, and we learned a little something today with loading those totes. So that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great week. Check out some of these videos at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. We definitely appreciate that. We'll take care. We'll see you next time.